Anyway, so thank you. Hello, ladies. Thank you. Lovely red. Lovely. I'll stop whittering in a minute once I get to the stage. It's quite a big space to traverse, as you may have noticed. So here we are. So, hello, position. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames and messieurs, madame und herren, the moment you have all been waiting for. Introducing the most sensational woman of the century. Me. Moi. Ich. Yes. Entertainment. Emotion, action, history. This is a story of a creature more murderous, in fact 100 times more murderous than any creature to be found in any menagerie. A bloodthirsty demon with the eyes of an angel. You will hear of squandered fortune, a saraband of lovers, scepters, thrones, crowns, and, best of all, sir, an authentic revolution. Triumph and glory, passion and glory, passion et gloire. Triumph and downfall. Today, you will hear my story, for I am Lola Montez, Countess Maria Dolores of Lansfeld, in the very flesh.
Ah, no, stop, no. This is not your story.
What?
It is not your story. It is my story. For I am Marie Dolores Eliza Rosanna Gilbert from County Limerick.
But no. It is both your story and my story too. For I am Fanny, child performer from Brighton. And our story begins when I was just 7 years old, making my debut on the stage of the theatre Royal Drury Lane, where she danced in Bluebeard or Female Curiosity. Shall we get the tutu? Oh, yes indeed, I almost forgot. Well, I did forget, but it's that sort of show. Here we are, darling. Take your time. In we go, quickly. No, not quickly, slowly. Then a nice little wiggle. There we are. Now, perfect. Where are you going? I think we're ready now, yes.
graduated as an adult actor, famous for playing 14 different roles in the same performance. That's 14, madam. 1, 4. Imagine playing 14 roles in the same performance. It's quite extraordinary. So, 14 roles in the same performance.
Now is the winter of our discontent!
Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Oh, happy horse, to bear the weight of Antony. Do bravely, horse, for what's the whom thou movest?
Blow, winds, crack, rage and blow, you cataracts and hurricanes!
The quality of mercy is not strength. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath.
Out, despot! Out! I say!
Once more unto the breach, dear friends, once more.
I'll think about that tomorrow. After all, tomorrow is another day.
Alas! Poor Yorick!
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Sir, spare your threats.
Heaven forbid! My outside had not charmed her.
I'll be back. So, ladies and gentlemen, Fanny Kelly here would be known to you in your 21st century as what we call gender fluid. Lovely expression, gender fluid. Fanny Kelly was a noted and notorious drag king 100 years before the term first appeared in print. Yes, indeed. Quite.
I am not furnished like a beggar. Therefore, to beg will not become me. My way is to conjure you. And I begin with the woman. I judge you a woman for the love you bear to men, that you like as much of the play as please you. And I judge you a man for the love you bear to women, as I perceive by your simpering, none of you hates them, that between you and the play, oh no, you and the woman, the play may please. While if I were a woman, I would kiss as many of you as has beards that please me, complexion that liked me, and breasts that I defied not. And I'm sure, Vivienne, you have a good beard and you have a sweet face, and I'm very sure that you're very handsome. Yes, but I may curtsy you with me. Farewell.
No, bravo!
Not everyone approved of her work. Her cross-dress performances enthralled and appalled in equal measure.
I deplore the way these women delight in sporting themselves upon the stage in male attire. You, Miss Kelly, are very partial to a male disguise, are you not? Well, I wish to experience no more of your folly.
Shouted George Barnett from the audience. He declared his love for her
I love you.
and then shot her with a pistol.
Bye.
Several people quit the theatre in consequence, but the man was secured, tranquility was restored, and the play continued without further interruption.
I was much agitated during the rest of the performance.
bullet from the shooting landed in the lap of the writer Mary Lamb. Her brother, Charles Lamb, who was sitting next to her, immediately fell in love with Fanny, proposed to her, and wrote his immortal sonnets to Fanny. You are not Kelly of the common strain, that stoop their pride and female honour down, to please that many-headed beast the town, and vend their lavish smiles and tricks for gain, by fortune thrown amid the actor's train. You keep your native dignity of thought. The plaudits that attend you come unsought, as tributes due unto your natural vein. Rare artist, who with half thy tools or none canst execute with ease thy curious art. Oh, mistress of the passions, artist fine.
Oh! Excuse me. Excuse me.
What now?
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I thought this show, this little show here in this gallery, was all going to be about me.
Yes.
Me.
And me. Where do we come into the picture?
You enter and exit through the doors of my home in Soho. I was so incensed by an article in the Encyclopedia Britannica that claimed women could not act.
Oh!
What?
Oh! Oh!
That claimed women could not act.
Oh, no!
What?
Together! Oh, no!
Oh, no!
One more. Oh, no! Better.
That I decided to establish a school for the judicious training of young women in the dramatic arts.
Bravo, Fanny!
Bravo! I opened a school in the rear of my house on Dean Street. And so successful did it become. And so famous were my pupils that I had a theater built in front of my house. The royalty! The royalty! The royalty!
One day, a little Irish girl, Marie Gilbert, came through the doors of the school.
And as if by magic,
Oh, pass me that, will you? Come on, I can't change my shoes as well. There's no time. Oh, look. Come on, where's my waistcoat? My bare breast, how lovely. Talk amongst yourselves. Sing a little song. La, 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 la. Where's my dresser? She's late again. Where's my dresser? Good heavens. Well, I think we're nearly ready now. Oh, how marvelous. Yes, there we are. Go on, just do this bottle.
out! The other side! Out the other side! Came!
Lola Montez.
I was now Lola Montez, Spanish dancer, illegitimate not at all, Lord Violet. Oh, I was translated, no longer a country girl from County Limerick. I was Lola Montez, a dancer from Andalusia. I was exotic. I was Spanish. And I could dance the ta-ra-tera.
too small for Lola Montez. And too many people might remember Marie, so she headed for Europe and made her debut on the stage in a production of La Lazaronne. Oh, I have to get her in front.
Yeah, thank you.
It was during that production that Lola Montez lost her shoe and threw it into the audience.
Yes, I lost my shoe and I threw it into the audience. However, because of safety measures, I will just be throwing it here and hoping that somebody might just go and pick it up and throw it back. Ah, thank you. So there we are. This goes on for a bit, you know. Shoe throwing.
And the audience.
Paris. Oh, yes.
The audience replied by throwing the shoe back.
Exactly, thank you.
Do you really want to throw your shoe? Do you want to? Do you want to throw a shoe?
Is you all right? You sure nobody wants to throw a shoe?
No one wants
This
to
is
throw a
probably
shoe.
the only show.
No one wants to throw a shoe.
All right, I was just asking.
As I was saying, it was in Paris that Lola Montez began a string of affairs with some of the greatest artists of the day, with writers, with musicians, all the way to royalty and beyond.
Alexandre Dugerrière, author of the newspaper with the highest circulation in France, and also the theatre's newspaper
Jean-Baptiste Rosan de Bourgogne, who fought a duel with the Jarrier over her. Your father smelt out elderberries. Oh, God!
Deine Mama kocht ohne Salz!
Mon Dieu! Quelle horreur!
George Truffled Healed.
Oh yes, George Chapel Hill, who, reader, I married. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Oh, how lovely to wear a veil. Ah, merci. Oh, later I was accused of bigamy when word got out.
Of my earlier marriage to a young cavalry officer.
George Sand, who despite her name and attire was really a woman, and the lover of
Franz Liszt. Oh. Who wrote this for her?
Merci. Oh, Monsieur Liszt, who is Hungarian. Yes. George Sand. Oh, we had George. Alexander Dumont.
Yes.
Author of the Three Musketeers.
All for one!
And one for all.
Alexander wrote a vampire play about me. About the strange hallucinations that came upon me. The horror. The drowsiness. The icy chill. The protestation that had me fainting upon my bed. The sound of footsteps I seemed to hear. The open door. I seem to see the sharp pang followed by the pallor and the exhaustion
of male representation, said the writer Leigh Hunt. She will never entirely get rid of her manhood with its attire.
1848.
The year of revolutions! So, Lola Montez, I left Paris and travelled straight to Bavaria to join the revolution, where of course I immediately captivated one king, Ludwig, and now we have a little prop, Dixon.
It's my coronation.
Yes. Oh, you've won.
Crown me.
Oh, I will crown you. Oh, what colour is it? Oh, I can't wait. The anticipation. Oh, here it is. Blue. No, I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have time for the riddle. Here, I crown you King Ludwig of Bavaria.
Maneuvers in Bavaria led to King Ludwig's abdication.
Bugger!
Triumphera, Bandiera la triumphera, Bandiera la triumphera, Revoluzione e la libertà, Bandiera la triumphera. Charles Folland, who later became her manager.
Oh, yes, indeed, Charles. Well, we set sail from San Francisco to Sydney, where I embarked on my Australian career.
Deeply in debt, a sheriff came backstage one night to seize her effects. She opened the door and stood naked before him, telling him,
This is all I own.
That you will have to imagine.
Australia was where she had some of her biggest triumphs. She performed to full houses in Adelaide, returning to a rapturous welcome in Sydney. And in Ballarat, she invited miners to show her gold nuggets at her feet as she danced.
Erica, can we have the gold nuggets, please?
please throw some gold nuggets.
Throw the gold nuggets. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, darling. Thanks very much. That's lovely. Thanks, Erica. Good girl. Maybe not too bad. You just have to clean them up for the next show. Thank you. More gold. More. Gold. I love gold. I love gold. Oh, thank you.
Times attacked her notoriety and her performances.
That is the most disgusting rubbish I have ever seen. And I've been to Melbourne.
No,
Whipping. Whipping, don't forget the whipping.
Lola Montez! He's elated by publicly horse-whipping the editor, Henry Seacombe, down the street.
Bastard! Critics! We don't need critics! Critics are all the bastards say! Bastard critics! I hate you, you're a critic! What's your name? Nick Curtis, isn't it? Bastard! Come on! Go on,
As he ran down the street, grabbed a whip from an onlooker,
Thank you.
turned around and chased.
London, I was opening an experimental playhouse, and I still played all of the parts in the production of Romeo and Juliet. Bravo! Most notably playing Romeo himself. Woo! Did anybody do a wolf whistle?
No.
Good one.
No.
Sorry. I confounded the critics who said I was abusing my sex.
Oh, surely not.
Surely yes.
What? You were conquering America? I was conquering America. That's quite right, musician. Thank you, because I wouldn't have known. Thank you. I, meanwhile, was conquering America with my celebrated Spiderdance.
The press ensured she always had a full house.
The most indelicate performance,
Utterly subversive to all ideas of public morality.
having the form of a woman and the characteristics of a man.
Wrong to make much of a woman whose disregard of moral right has been of the strongest and most public kind.
again perpetuating an outrage against common decency.
A female Lucifer, half woman, half man, and half untamed beast. Lola faded from the stage. Oh, there you are.
And I, aged just 39. But remembered forever for this Spiderdance.
I continued with my one-person shows until I could stand on a stage no longer